All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elected nation of Israel. And this is going to be a video of how women should not really be in a position of power, man, and they ultimately need men around to tighten things up, man, because they're genuinely stupid and simple. And I'm talking about even the smartest among women, man. They're really silly still, right? And in order for women to actually do things that are smart and intelligent, they have to try and put on a manly spirit, which is why most of these women that actually do find some kind of success in this world, the main thing that they always keep trying to do is focus on competing with men. None of these women that are talking about how they're boss queen, boss babe, and all this BS are ever trying to focus on first being the best woman on earth. They just they go right past that and focus on trying to be the best man of the earth when they can't ever be because they're women. Right? They could never be a man, no matter how hard they try, no matter how much if operations they had to even mangle themselves and pretend to look like a man. They can't be one. Right? And what's stirred this emotion up in me to come to this realization is a video that I just watched on the internet by where it was a video of on YouTube that I came across, and it was like two little babies, and the little baby kisses the girl on the cheek and then turns her face and tries to kiss her on her lips, and she pushes him away when he tries to do that. But while he was doing all that kissing the little girl on her cheek stuff and all that, right, all I could hear in the background was stupid buffoon women giggling and cackling, right? And okay, fair enough. Some people might say, "Oh, you're going in too much, man. They're just kids, man. It's just kids. Like it's just an innocent thing, and it's just kids. Like what you talking about, man? You're too serious, man. Like, you need to just like, because it's just kids in it. So why you getting on a hype for? It's just an innocent thing that kids was doing. No, man. What did that little boy see that made him that made him start copying and replicating that, man? Because little children, the things that they see, they copy and repeat it, man. And I'm starting to realize that the reason why a lot of women are hoes in this world is because they saw their little whore moms acting like a hoe in this world, man. And you've got like anyone out there that's got children, right? You tell me this: when your children have wear their own clothes day at school or whatever, what did the little girls try and come to the school dressed like? Right? What did the little girls pre-puberty, what did they try and come to the school dressed like? Have you ever seen any of them come to the school dressed in a way like, why is a little girl trying to dress like this? And then you have to consider, oh, it's because she's seen her whole mom dressing like that, man. Her whole mom was dressing the same way. Her mom was dressing like a hoe, so she's going to dress like a hoe because she's going to want to try and dress like mom because she's going to try and want to be like her mother. So if her mom's a hoe, the daughter's going to be like one. And that's why the scriptures say this. Let's go to it. All right, let's get it, because this whole thing's ultimately what we talk about is all about the scriptures. And some people might try and say, "Oh, you're going in too much, man. You need to just lighten up." Fuck lightening up. Yeah, little children should not be seeing certain things because then they end up copying it, and then you end up getting a situation where some person grows up as an adult and becomes strange and weird, man. You end up getting situations like this. Them and all them women was doing that whole time is laughing, cackling, and giggling and all that. They're laughing and cackling and giggling. Like women are hypocritical assholes, man, because they'll laugh and cackle and giggle about some little toddlers kissing a little girl on the cheek that clearly doesn't want to have that boy even by her, right? But then they won't laugh and cackle and giggle if me or you or any other man just comes up to them and starts kissing them on the mouth and kissing them on the cheek, man. Now all of a sudden it's a problem. Now, granted, the little child didn't know what he was doing, but this world is so full of shit, man, that even the thing where women, they'll like if they see that their son's handsome and he can get plenty of girlfriends, moms will be happy about that. Moms will be happy if they overhear little girls thinking that their son's handsome and stuff of this nature, right? But then they don't find it. They find it annoying or they try and push up their face if they find out that these things are happening with their own man, because they're full of shit. 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9, in like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with hair or gold or pearls or costly array, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works. Let the women learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over a man, but to be in silence. For Adam was first formed, then Eve, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being in transgression. But the woman was deceived, but the woman being deceived was in transgression, and that's what it is with these women. They're fools, man. Oh, they was cackling and giggling. People are on the comment board, oh, it's so sweet and all of this, right? And a lot of you wicked ass Eves out there, when you've got your daughters and that, I mean your sons and all that, y'all be wanting your sons to be the ultimate player, sleeping with the whole neighborhood, right? And you don't care that that's actually turning other people's daughters into hoes because you're a hoe yourself, right? And some people might say, oh, this guy hates the black woman. That ain't gonna work on me. I don't care if you think I hate the black woman. I don't really give a shit, right? If the black woman got something to be told about herself, I'm telling it, right? Because the Israelite man gets talked about all the time, so can the Israelite woman. She ain't immune. She ain't exempt from being spoken about. She's going off just the same way as everyone else is, and in fact, she's going off a bit more, man. But then doesn't want to take accountability for anything that she does. Now, the situation was little children, but it shows that them little children are seeing things in the household that they ain't got no business seeing. You shouldn't even really, in my opinion, if you got children, be kissing up your woman and all that in front of your children too much. But how Jake grows up in this world, Jake grew up seeing their parents doing all kind of madness in this world, man. And I ain't even personally talking about me. But I've heard stories from in this world where things that I've heard that people be doing with their children. I'm like, raw, what the fuck, man? Like, you had that weird old nature boy that he said that man, I don't even want to go into what he said he was doing. But people might know the story of what Nature Boy said that he used to allow his children to see. And look where he's at now, the damn demon. But this world, man, is like so corrupt, and women help further the wickedness, man. They never decide to not further the wickedness. They always further it. They always further the wickedness. 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 6, but she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. And a lot of you women are living in a whole bunch of pleasure, just cackling, giggling, laughing, thinking that everything's funny, thinking that everything's a game, until the time's gonna come when you find out, listen, man, you thought you knew life, and you didn't know shit. You're just gonna find out that you was just a stupid idiot woman. All the men that you thought you got and thought you was a hot piece, mate. Most men, right? If a woman that's mildly attractive to them is just average to them, and she's throwing it their way, most men might just be like, you know what, may as well, just to get my practice in, just to get my numbers up. So most men might be like, may as well. It's not because you're a beauty queen. It's not because you are attractive. And then all you women out there that are able to get rich men to sleep with you. Okay, the man's rich. He makes 100K a month. He makes $1 million a year and all that. And he takes you to a restaurant where he pays $500 for the date and sleeps with you. Okay, and you got that experience once in your life, and now you try and make your whole personality and your whole dating history be based off that one time where a guy was prepared to pay £500 to take you on a date. He slept with you, never took you on another £500 date again, a $500 date again, and never spoke to you again. But you're gassed up off that, thinking that you're deep in the game, thinking that you're something special. You're not. You're just a hoe, right? You're just a stupid idiot, man. You women always are pushing, and I'm starting to notice that it's women that are the first ones to start trying to overly make children grow up before their time, man. They be the main ones trying to make their children grow up before time, putting their daughter, like, you got these moms that take their daughters to these beauty pageants and all that, making their little daughters throwing on makeup and all this stuff, dressing in tight clothes. What are you doing? These moms be putting their daughters in mini skirts. What are you doing? These mum be putting their daughters in yoga pants and then trying to talk about some. Well, if you are not strange, you shouldn't be sexual. You wouldn't be sexualizing. No, we're not the ones sexualizing the child. You are, because you're trying to make the children dress in a clothing that's for adults. And even really, adult women shouldn't be wearing stuff like that. Adult women shouldn't even be wearing things like that, man. But women want to try and have a rigged game in this world where they can just do whatever they want to do, and then no one can say anything, man. Women want to dress like a complete hoe in the gym, and then no one's supposed to stare at them. But then at the same time, they're dressing like a hoe in the gym so that people do stare at them. Like, they're a joke, man. They might have been having a bad day, right? So now they want to try and feel like empowered. So then they go up and dress like a complete harlot, trying to absorb as much attention as they can so that they can turn loads of men down and try and play games, man. But Yahweh's getting tired of all the game playing out here. He's getting tired of it. First Timothy chapter 5 and verse 14. I will therefore that the younger woman marry, bear children, guide the house, giving an occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully. So you're not supposed to be gallivanting up, doing stupid buffoon activity, right? You're meant to be making children raise up themselves to know, listen, man, pattern down and don't be trying to do things that grown people do, because you ain't old like that. You ain't old like that, man. Like, what's wrong with children having their innocence in this world, man? Children are supposed to be innocent. Adam and Eve was even innocent until they got the knowledge of good and evil. What's wrong with children remaining in their innocence, man? But these stupid mums out there, they think it's a game, and they be trying to make they be making their children grow up before time, man. These wicked ass women, these wicked ass Eves, and all these other women as well. We're trying to make people grow up before time. But then we'll be the first one to try and call a man that's in his 50s dating a 20-year-old a cradle snatcher and all this stuff and call him strange and weird. But then they ain't got, none of these same women have got anything to say about these female teachers that are doing the madness with their students. Women are the main ones that like trying to, they like the ability, women really revel in the ability to control lust, man. Because they're demons and they know that through a man's lust, they can gain power over that man. Through a man's lust, they try and gain power over him. And that's why when a man is interested in them, one of the first things that they'll try and say is he's gay. Because he must be gay if you don't want him. That's how their pride and ego tricks them into thinking. But Yahweh's got something for this world anyway, man. Verse 15, for some are already turned aside after Satan. And a lot of these women now have got Satan on them, man. They're Satan's vessels. They got demons on them, evil spirits. They think that parenting is just maintaining your child being alive, making him a bowl of cereal, making him some turkey drummers, right? Making him some microwavable dessert or something that you just put in, bang in the oven. And they think that that's actually some kind of skills, man. They think that that's actually parenting. They think that they're doing it big because they've got all the meals that they make for their children are all things that you just have to preheat them. I mean, reheat them up, heat them up and that. And they think that they're doing something big in the game. And then they think that they're better than men and all that. They don't know what they're doing. Them little children, that boy should not have been doing all that. But he's doing all that and laughing and smiling. As soon as he did it, he laughed and smiled at the women. Because that's what they be seeing him do. That's what he's seeing them do. But little children are not supposed to see their parents doing certain things, man. Isn't nothing private in this world no more. Is anything private anymore, man? Like even women when they go out with their man, or some women in this world, they'll be more better dressed. They'll dress in a way that's considered sexy when they're away from their man, and then when they come home, they take all of it off and just be in some damn like dirty ass clothes, man. Y'all be in some dirty ass clothes, some stretched out, some like stretched out shorts or something like that. That's what some of these women I've seen them do, man. They when they're with their man, they come out, be dressed up and all that. When they come home, they're in some stretched out shorts that don't even fit properly, some stained clothes and all that. But then when it's for everyone else to see, now they want to style up. But it should actually be the reverse, man. Dress down for the world and dress up for your man. Verse 16. If any man or woman that believeth have widows, let them relieve them, and let not the church be charged, that it may relieve them that are well. That's not relevant to this lesson, man. That's not relevant. But I just wanted to do a lesson on that real quick, man, because it pissed me off, right? And these women have got to get away with it, are the root of why so many 2/3 have been produced. The reason why there's so many 2/3 that keep flowing out, right, and keep getting churned out in this society is because Eve's been in charge of the early stages of Israelite growth for a long amount of decades, for many decades of our nation, man. And her parenting style and her being in charge and having rulership over what the nation does has messed us up, man, in a major way. I'm gonna end the video there, Shalom.